Black again. Black, 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 black. Black again video. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. Well, Emmanuelize, Selassie, Jah Rastafari. Yes, Royal family. Throughout night journey, you hear the calling, you hear the calling from your youth. When I was a youth, and I grew up in the Sunday worship church, Babylon church. The people would come to I and say, that I gonna be a prophet. Many people come to my old lady and say, I gonna be a prophet. Then after, becoming, a part of the Christian society, growing up, after the age of 12 and 13 and stuff in the church, I started to link up with Rastaman, through growing up in, an area with Rastaman, and I reasoned with enough Rastaman as a youth. So enough Rastaman used to tell Baba, that is a Christian, but you're gonna be you gonna be a Rastaman. So first the Christian say I can be a prophet. Then I link the Rastaman say, yeah, you're gonna be a Rasta. So come to find out, I did end up being a prophet. And I end up being a Rasta. Now same time I become a prophet. Many come to I and they say, Baba, I is a priest. And I'll be like, no, I ain't no priest, I just a prophet. I is a Baba prophet. They say, no, Baba, I is a priest. And then it come in time, that yeah, I eventually become a priest. And just of late, I was sitting in the meditation, I was like, oh, Baba, should I been thrown in the priesthood now, it's time, to forward and build yourself as a leading priest. And I was just meditating these things, just to show ones and ones the calling. And as I, post one of my late videos, an angel come in the message and he say, give thanks, leading priest. So I see it again. It's like it's a calling. Before you become it, someone gonna call you. Before I become, a prophet to throw it into Rastafari, people in the Christian church had already called me a prophet. You see? When I reach the prophet says the Rasta man say, yeah, you gonna be a Rasta. Yeah, you walk into the Rasta man, then you become this prophet. You see? It's Baba Shanti prophet, literally, you know what I mean? Yeah, when you go to the bubble camp, once you adhere to the constitution of the organization, you automatically become a prophet. You become a sealed prophet by, 7 priests, you see? So I literally became this prophet. From a little child now, remember I was told it's like from the age of 12, and 11 in a Christian church, not in a Rasta church. In a Christian church, and what is a prophet or a prophetess in a Christian church, it varies. But I was told I was going to be a prophet, and come to find out I was a Baba Rasta prophet. And then becoming this Rasta prophet, enough people when they first meet even though I was a prophet, they'll be like, priest Caswell, priest. People always call me priest. And then enough another priest will be like, he ain't no priest, he's just a prophet. No, he ain't no priest. And I'll be like, yes, not just I ain't no priest, he's just a prophet. And then short, in a time, and then I become a priest. You see? Now, in this time, ones are saying, leading priest, Bobo, leading priest Caswell, but I'm not a leading priest yet. I haven't been ascended to that at that time, you know what I mean, to say Bobo's a leading priest. But the calling, you see, the calling is already be there, so I just want to give this word for once to look within one's and one's life, and see the calling, see where, Jah Rastafari, even until this time, even from your youth, use different things, to draw I and I to God. The scripture say no one come to the Father unless he draw them. The man say he elect out of 144,000. You see? I mean, out of the world, he elect 144,000. So I mean, that's a chosen people, a group of people God particularly called to come to him, to come close to him. Yeah. Yeah, and walk within the priestical order, because the priestical order is the highest order in the earth. Everybody knows that. The Indian know that. The Chinese know that they're Buddhist monks. They're the highest people in their society, above the government. The priest is above the government. Because without the priest, you have no ceremonial order to God. You have no connection to God. And what is a nation without a God? Yeah. Yeah, so most naturally, the priests in every nation represent the connection between the people and their God. You see, so in this time, the man called all I and I them, to be priests after the order of Melchizedek. In this time, the man elect 144,000 saints, to show forth, this life, this priestical life, so all may follow through, all will walk within the footsteps. These 144,000 are the governors of the earth, to govern the earth in the black Christ manner, that all will live in love, justice, and righteousness. Without justice, truth, and righteousness, the world ain't gonna have no peace, and the priests come to bring the peace. The King of Peace, the King of Salem, is Melchizedek. He's a high priest. He's the King of Peace. You don't get no higher than the King of Peace. He's the king, yeah. So give thanks, royal family. Give thanks for the calling, and everyone ones and ones out there. Jah Rastafari calling, to be prophet, to be prophetess in this time, to be priest, to be royal empress in this time, even leading priests in this time, governors, you know what I mean? Yeah, even in this time, so more love, more prosperity, black again.